Okay. Hello, my name is Anastasia, I'm 23 and right now I live in Sweden and I'm a teacher. Okay, consciousness for me is maybe my mind and my brain and my ability to make choice for myself. Maybe to be more consciousness means to be a human and to be quite, how it's better to say, to be yourself and support your all sorts. Yeah. Life is love, so you live only when you love somebody or maybe yourself or maybe some process or your job and so on. So yes, life is love and your emotions. Okay, the meaning of life, to feel emotions and to be happy, yeah. To be happy, to stay happy, to bring happiness to all your relatives, to all your close people, and maybe other people that are around you. Yeah. Happiness. It's a very good emotion when you can cheer you up, when you can smile, when you can feel the taste of life. I think it's cry and a lot of tears, because some years ago I felt this state and felt this noun very close, because one of my close relatives, my dad, was a very bad situation, so he almost died, but due to our doctors he is alive right now. So it's very, very bad. It's like when you see on the seaside, on the beach, and you look on different waves and at sun, so and you feel endlessness of the moment. Yeah. Okay. Infinity is associated with me with Bosphorus. Yeah, I really like this place, and when you stand on its side and you look at it, it's blue, sometimes it's gray, and it's wave are going, and there is a lot of wind, and you can feel not only infinity but also freedom. I think time is a moment when you are living, maybe it's right now, so when you can feel something, when you can do something, and it can be endless, but sometimes it's too long and sometimes it's too short and you have no time for doing some things. Yeah. So it's a moment, just a moment. Time was been before us. People can't create it. They can just live and they can just enjoy their time. I think we exist for love, yeah. It's the most important thing in our life, because life without love, as I've said, is nothing. So maybe people should try to save their souls and save the life in their soul, yeah. The whole universe?
Yeah.
To be honest, I think the whole universe is a person and its soul. Because the whole universe can be inside of us. Because we have a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts, and a lot of different activities inside of us, different process, and we are all some kinds of universe. Yeah. Okay, maybe magic, because sometimes I can't believe in God, and sometimes I can't rely and trust to science. So let it be magic. Magic create our universe. Information is a kind of source that people can use in their everyday life. It can be dangerous in their own hands, But as a usual person, information very useful for you. You can learn different things, you can learn different languages, you can study different cultures and better understand different people. So information is very useful. Yes, teenagers are addicted to their phones, to their Instagram accounts and so on. They spend a lot of time there, especially when they are bored. But elder people understand the importance of their time, and they admire their time and they admire themselves and try to avoid different, maybe not different, but unuseless information. So they try to spend more time with their family, and maybe in this case these gadgets can help us to save some memories. For example, pictures and photos, they help us to remember some very important events of our life. To be honest, I'm not, because AI is the creation of people and people can control it. Right now they can control it, and maybe next decades, next centuries, people become smarter and more intelligent, and they will find some ways to control this situation and won't allow it to be very dangerous for human beings. So I think people should combine it, because schools and universities are essential. They give you a basic knowledge about the world that is around you. But traveling can help you to better understand other cultures, other people, other countries, to feel its atmosphere. Yeah, and maybe you change work. It's very good when you have some greater career prospects, when you want to change your job and maybe a way of style because you are too tired to live your everyday life, like you were living for several years and so on. Right now I have 2 higher education, so 2 degrees, and I think I don't want to study anymore. I want to travel and maybe to be free. Yeah, because schools and universities make you fixed, yes, and make you stop in one place. You should stay here, right here, and study to learn by heart their rules. Okay, but sometimes if you want to study, you can go abroad and to study in different universities like Cambridge, Oxford, I don't know, maybe in China there are a lot of great universities, and you can at the same time and travel and study, so you can combine it. I think I'm afraid of my close people's death, yeah.
Why?
Because I love them and I don't want to leave them and I don't want to lose them, and death can take them away of my life. Maybe in that kind of, yeah, in that way I'm afraid of death, but not of my death. I don't know. So, okay, it's a very difficult moment for us, because it was my decision to stop. Yeah, because of some bad events during the 1 year, there were a great amount of bad events. Some problems in family, in study, some problems at work, and some problems in relationships. And the last one was the last. Yeah, so after that I decided to stop living, but maybe when your emotions kept down, you start thinking about this situation and you understand that your life is good. Yes, okay, you have a lot of problems, but you can find any ways how to solve it, and you have a lot of people around you that support you, so it's not a good decision, and you should live. Yes, it was my decision to continue to live. Before understanding, the time was very long, because I didn't understand my state, I didn't understand my emotions, but on one moment something, I don't know, kicked in my head and I understand, stop, what are you doing? What's this? I'm not a stupid girl, stop doing it. you want to live, you want to continue, you must do it. Because of your parents, because of your close people, because of people that not support but rely on you. You must do it. So it was the decision of just one moment. Maybe my love to my parents stopped this situation because in every girl doesn't love herself. Every girl, yes, for maybe for some reasons, because of the color of your hair, of your body and so on. But when she became older, she understood that she should love herself, not anybody else but herself, and only in that case she will be happy and she will be not respected but successful. Yeah. Maybe after that event I understand this thing, that not only my love to my close people made me living, but and love to myself. Yeah, I love my smile. Yeah, I love it.
Very cute.
I think no. This word doesn't mean anything to me.
Why?
To be honest, I was born on the 7th of January. Yes, it's a very important date for all Christian world. So, but in some cases I understand that only people can choose their life and can choose their way, and there are a lot of maybe psychological signs that help you to make the right decision, but no maybe magic power that will cover you and help you. Only you and your work.
What is the magic for you? Okay.
Magic. Something bright, something colorful and warm. Yes, something warm. As I've said, magic created our world. Magic, not God, because it can't be one person. One person can't create such wonderful world. Religion controls people, controls their mind, controls their state. And in some cases, especially during wars, it supports people, yes, but it's also maybe the kind of power. And it can be used against people. It's the choice of every person. Some people need religion, some people don't need it. Also a good question, because some people think that the same action can be good and bad at the same time. Okay, for me it can be good and very helpful. For example, it can help me to achieve some of my dreams or help my close people. But for other people it can be very cruel and so on. For example, according to career prospects, some people think that you use people around you, but at the same situation you help these people to improve their skills and so on. So bad and good things, yeah. Yes, because when I was a child I thought that bad people, so how is better to say, bad people shouldn't live, yeah. So they make a lot of cruel, but when you become older you try to understand different people and try to understand their thoughts. Why did they do it? And sometimes people make cruel things to protect their close people. For example, fighting. One boy can fight with another boy to protect his girlfriend's state, to protect his girl. So on some case it's a bad thing. You shouldn't fight other people, but on the other hand you should protect her. So it's a good thing. To be honest, I've never met such people, but I've watched a lot of films, yes, and I've read a lot of books, and sometimes people kill other people only for protection. And for example, violence in families, where wife killed her husband because he tried to not punish but fight her child. It's not, on some cases, yes, it's a bad thing. You kill your husband, but on the other hand, she saved her child. The most, maybe the most close to her, the most important person to her. She saved it. In some situations, I prefer the second variant because I'm very emotional and sometimes I can so like poof, I want to kill you for your doing what you doing, stop. And sometimes I really want revenge, yeah. But you should calm down and understand, is it a decision of just a moment, or you really want it? And if you really want it and you understand that without it you will not live a normal life, maybe you should do it. Sometimes people don't want to be a part of war, but they have no choice, and maybe okay, the war is not war, but maybe some aggression is inside people, and some people can control it, some people can't control it. And war is the result of not only people's but maybe government's decision, because usual ordinary people just live their lives. They work, they study, they hang out with their friends. They don't think about global situation and they don't want to fight. They don't want to do it. But they do it because some maybe high power made them do it. Maybe it's government, yeah. Yes. Every person has a freedom of choice, and it's when people say I have no choice, it's false. It's false, yeah, because in every situation you have two choices, at least two choices. You can give up, you can stop, think, and find another variant. But if you say that you have no choice, you've chose maybe the easiest variant. But okay, we have maybe the role of situation. Not everyone can be a singer because some of them can't sing. Okay, you can go to a producer, you can sing, but he say you no. He says, you know, I'm sorry, but you are not our cup of tea, so you will not have any success in this field. Maybe you should choose something else. So, and after that, this person starts thinking about the situation, and maybe, maybe he's right, and I should start choosing something else where I'm good at. It's only my choice, because if I love person, I love it whole, with its with its thoughts, with its situations, with his maybe kind of bad habits. Okay, yes, it's okay for me because it's my person and I love it. It was my choice to love him. Feeling.
Why?
Some people say that love is maybe the mix of our hormones. Yeah, but in some cases it's true, but it's not the true love. True love is the mix of brain and your heart, when you understand that this person has some bad sides. Yes, every person has its bad sides, but if you really love this person, you will support him anyway. You will support him. But this decision will be made by your heart, not by your brain, because you can't sit and say, okay, she has a good body, good hair, good character, she can cook very well, but so I think I will love her. No, it doesn't work. Sometimes you can't control your feeling. Yes, you can control your right now, but maybe when you love, you have a lot of emotions and you can't control yourself. Because maybe the greatest events were created due to love. Yes, only in some moments. Maybe I've said this from the girls' side, because everyone knows that girls are very emotional and sometimes we can't control ourselves. It comes from soul and goes to your brain. So from brain it goes through your body, because brain control your body, and your nervous system is controlled by brain. This here.
In this, or like a center of the.
The center of my chest, yeah.
Near.
Here, near my heart.
Okay.
I understand that I'm in love. So maybe brains help us to understand your state. And for example, as for me and about my feelings, my love comes from the middle of my chest, and it's like a warm wave go through the whole body, and only using my brains I can understand it. I can understand my state, what is going on in my body. For me, as I've said, it means life. Love is equal to life, yeah? And this is a very warm emotion and very safe state. When you love somebody, you feel some kinds of butterflies in your stomach, yes. I think you've heard about this phrase, yeah? In different languages. And love is something light, bright, emotional, and very kind. Yes, kind. There are so small number of kind things around us, and love can help us to see these small lights, the small kinds, the small things that can support you. Can you cheer up and maybe laugh? I don't know. It's so romantic. Yeah. I try to love myself. It's very difficult for girls. It's really difficult, because maybe it's some psychological moments, yes. Because we want to be beautiful, we want to be great, we want to look great. And sometimes we see another girl that is more beautiful, that is more successful, and start thinking bad things for ourselves. Yes, that we are not beautiful enough. But in this situation, you should stop and stay. Oh my God, girl, you have worked a lot. You achieved a lot of goals, and you should love yourself. But sometimes it's really difficult. Love is your soul, is your feeling, but these crucial thoughts are from your brain, and sometimes your brain have no connection with your soul, and that is the main reason of some problems, maybe a lot of problems, yeah. They should study to love themselves. Maybe brain opinion to choose this way of living, yes. So our nature is to love yourself, to support, to save yourself, to take care of yourself, for your body, your brain, your character, and so on. But sometimes we forget about it, because we have no time for it. We have more important things like studying, working, maybe husband that need our attention. And in a girl's life, it can be kids that we should take care of them. And in this situation, we should stop and think of ourselves. That yes, we love yourself, but how can I prove my love to myself? How can I show it to myself? Yes, you can like some things, you can like some people, but it's not love. Like and love are not equal.
What is that different?
Like is okay, it's a good thing, I like it, but love it's deeper. It's much deeper, because when you lose the thing that you like, you will be cry just okay 2 days, and that's enough. You forget another thing that you like. But if you love this thing, this person, it's very difficult for you to live without it. Yes. Okay, all people usually remember the worst events in their life, but it's very difficult to remember the happiest moment in your life. It's really difficult. It is connected with my father. When I finished my school, I was holding a diploma in my hand, and I saw a proud of me in his eyes. Yeah. Maybe this one, yeah. I hope to see it next month when I will get my university degree. The worst event in my life, I've just said it about my father, it was the worst one. I can't find worse, the worst, yeah. It was very close for me, it was very scareful. Yes, and to be honest, I didn't understand what was going on because my mother said nothing to me. I was at home with my little nephew, and I've just set an ambulance. And what? What is going? Stop! Understand, please. Explain it to me. But I realized the situation some hours later. What had happened? Emotions were really crucial, and I cried a lot. The first one is my best friend, Victoria. She's really bright, she's so maybe magic, and she attracts people's attention because she's natural. She doesn't pretend to be anybody else. She just lives her life and maybe follows her dreams. And the second one is my colleague. She's also a teacher, and I saw her in not very good situation and state, and how she solved her problems, the way of her life is so adorable. Yeah, brightest, more memorable. For me, it's one of my friends. He's not Sweden, she's from Azerbaijan, and he knows a lot of interesting things in this field. Yeah, and sometimes he made me think about these questions. It will be very cute, yes, and my mom, thank you for your support and to believe in myself, yes. Thank you very much. I love you.